Okay, this is the plumbing and your home inspector. This is the plumbing and appliance video. And we're starting from the top. I usually start from the bottom and work up. But here we are. We're in the parent bathroom. That's what we call them now. And so what we've got here is the parent bathtub. The flow is pretty low. And this is all of our fixtures. I'm just getting this out of the way. We're not getting any hot water because the hot water heater has been decommissioned. This is the parent bathroom commode. And so far everything's been flushing about the way it's supposed to. We got vent fans. Now this is supposed to be about plumbing and stuff, but we're going to do a little bit of electrical. We're going to do a little bit of, we got a broken window here. See that? Are we focusing on that real good? All right, and these are our lavatory basins. And I've been running them, but both of these, the stoppers are missing. But I haven't spent a lot of time actually with the plumbing underneath here. So I guess we're just gonna we're gonna see this together. See the drain pipe going through the wall? It needs an escutcheon plate. Just like the round plates around the water supply lines. Itself, it needs an escutcheon plate. I thought I remember seeing escutcheon plates. Maybe I just needed a good reminder. See, and right here, and this is trial by fire. That flexible drain line, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So we got a flexible drain line in the. Here's my method. Flexible drain line, parent, right, north, lavatory basin. Okay. Now in this shower, I can't get this overhead. Okay. It doesn't work for anything. He just will not sing. Alright. And the flow on this guy, you can kind of see the water pattern. Before I do that, just in case it works, that happens sometimes. You can see the cracking? You see the cracking in the floor? Lots of cracking. Lots of cracking in this floor. This isn't that old. This is basically new construction. It's a couple years old. But, you know, it's like been the office. It's hot. We didn't expect any hot, cold. I don't have any other fixtures operating. There's nothing stealing the water from this. All right. So we'll continue on our quest for excellence. Moving on along. That's the indoor air handler. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about, and have talked about, and we'll continue to talk about no handrails and open handrails. These are all things to know. Because we're going to have an interior, and, you know, I'll spend a little more time. To finish on this tub, this is just a little rough. We've got spiders in it. What is this? Right there? That's rust. Chips and rust in the tub. Chips and rust in the tub. Not so good. The faucet is loose, so chips and rust in the middle floor tub. Middle floor tub faucet is loose. The middle floor shower diverter does not work. This won't work. No shower diverter. The drain is not supposed to be closer to the wall than 15 inches. We're in the middle bedroom, middle floor bedroom. This is the one kind of off from the main living area. All right, chips on the tub, commode's too loose faucet. Diverter doesn't work, commode's too close, I said that already. We got flow here. Every time I open the wrong drawers. There we go. Still missing a discussion plate, so that's going to be a general. But it doesn't have the flexible drain line like I was talking about. Kind of interesting how you have that 90 right there for the P-trap. I had to do a little bit of homework on that. I think you're alright. I do. I think you're alright with that. Okay, I reset you. There you go. While we're here, you know, with appliances and stuff, AFCI was only tested at the breakers. I do have AFCI equipment. I did test it. It didn't. The newer ones, which these are the newer ones. So my equipment, I had to rely on just the buttons. This is the kitchen island. Okay, electric receptacle outlet should not be recessed more than 6 inches. Alright. What does that do to us? Does things. What kind of things? Things, watch, I'll show you. That's not 10 inches, so we do not need additional bracing underneath. But it is more than 6 inches. This receptacle outlet should have been placed a little farther out. Even on this column. You know, if it's got to be within a certain distance of the sink, I get that, but it shouldn't have been recessed more than 6 inches. It was just wrong. Just did it wrong. Dishwasher won't run because we don't have hot water. But it is installed crazy in the cabinet. See that? See that detail? See the way it's looking? That really wasn't installed very well. This is called a foul line, F-O-U-L. It's where all the cooties and the germs and the bacterium and the viruses hide right in there. People tell you, you know, real estate agents and stuff, they'll say, just put some bleach underneath there. And I guess so. And, you know, I gotta say this, and I hate discounting my work, I really do. But I've yet to have a client call me up and say, hey bud, thanks for that foul line. That handle's a little loose right there. Thanks for that foul line, we got that fixed. You know, I just don't know if that's the hill I'm gonna die on, but there it is. This is the food waste disposal. It's 1/3 horsepower, and I'm not seeing a disposal stopper. We've got some water going on in here. There you go. Woo, that spray's crazy. Let's see if we can turn that off. All right. Vegetable sprayer sprays crazy. Okay, come on along here. We don't have any receptacle outlets. If you have a space that's wider than 12 inches, the countertop, you're supposed to have electric receptacle outlets. There should be one on each side of the sink. Not just a little bootleg outlaw one here. And even he doesn't satisfy the requirement to put one over here. I don't even know how they got away with that. They did, obviously. And that's another thing. Local jurisdiction having authority. So, coming on along here. This drain line for the food waste, for the dishwasher. See how it comes up? It just comes up just like that. That's not a sufficient backflow prevention device to keep the barometric pressure and water in the sink from going back through the garbage disposal, going around that little bitty hump. That's not enough. Going back into your clean dishes. And you see these sticks with sheetrock screws? You see those? That's what's holding your sink up. That's what's holding your sink up. The manufacturer thought that you should drill holes into this and install metal clips and hold it up that way. That's what the manufacturer thought you should do. But no, we'll just put some sticks in there. Go to the beer store. Oh, Philip, you're so fast. I know. Looking for a raise. So we got sticks, we got a foul line. Garbage disposal is 1/3 horsepower. We haven't heard it run yet. We're listening. Oh, here's another thing. And this is just information. That because we have this island, so there's really not a place for the vents. We've got an air admittance valve up in here. Can you see that? That's an air admittance valve. And so, you know, through the course of time, you might Ask your plumber if that needs to be checked or replaced. It's a mechanical device. It's not a vents give you problems over time, so not the quietest, but it does work. Oh, you see this switch? That's a rocker switch. I like them. They're pretty. Okay, I like them. They're pretty. But the manufacturer for this food waste disposal says that this switch, and it's ugly, should be labeled on and off. On and off. I didn't make that up. Manufacturer's listed, and that's the listed, manufacturer's installation instructions supersedes code. Alright. Also, code, the jurisdiction having authority. So if the local code inspector thought you don't need any electric power over here at all, you know, he thought that was a good idea, I mean, that's on him. Talk to his boss. And you can do that. Okay, laundry equipment is beyond the scope of this inspection. We've got a 4-prong electric clothes dryer. This is GFCI protected. Should be labeled. And that goes in some bathrooms and some other areas. It goes in the garage. Should be labeled GFCI protected, and it's not. And this connection tray, I call it a safety tray. Kinda, I guess. But it should have a trim ring around here. We're missing our trim ring. Also, your laundry's on the 2nd floor. Where does the water go downhill? Water goes downhill. Oh. But shouldn't there be a safety tray underneath the clothes washer with a drain going outside? Should be. Not required, is it? Yeah. But they just changed it, right? Yeah, they just changed it about 10 years ago. Maybe longer, even. Okay. I didn't even notice this little guy in here. I thought he was a closet. Got a little half bath. That's cute. That's not labeled. Come on, talk to me. I heard it. Okay, it's in the other bathroom. These stoppers are kind of loose. Several of them. What are we going to do here? Hey, talk to me. And again, that's a general. But this one's a little different. Not only are we missing our escutcheon plate on the drain, we're also missing our escutcheon plates on the water supply lines. So all of the escutcheon plates were missing from the half bath lab. And this is the half bath commode, and I have not flushed this one yet. Looks like it's been here for a while. There we go. Inquiring minds. What's in there? A little blow hose needs to go in there, like that. You might want to check that every once in a while. That's called de minimis. This is not a real big deal. But I found it. I do. I'm a finder. I'm a looker, finder, outer. Now when this home was built, when it was just a little baby in the builder's tummy, well then all these receptacles, all these outlet boxes for the receptacles and the switches, they're all built in their frame so they came out flush. So when we installed all these receptacles and light switches and stuff, they're nice and flush and pretty. And then we came in and we said, you know what would really look good here is a mirrored splashback. And that looks nice. I like that. It really does. But it brought it out from the wall a little bit. Remember? These were all installed so that when the gypsum board, wall board, when all this was installed, they're installed so it'll all be nice and flush. So it comes over here. And what the hey? What's that? It's a big old hairy gap. Does that compromise the fire blocking? You bet. You bet it compromises the fire blocking. And then the little screws that came with it, they don't fit anymore, so we'll put some sheetrock screws in there. You think sheetrock screws will bite some the insulation? You don't need to drill a hole for sheetrock screws. They make their own way, even through electrical cables. So we compromised our fire blocking here. And we got sheetrock screws. Now they sell these things called extenders. Some people call them goofball rings. A fancy girl, I think a pretty handy girl. Yeah, she does it. Turn that off. We're doing good. She'll show you how to do it. I got a link in there. And they cost like $2 a piece. So, it's $8. You know they're going to charge you more than that. They're going to charge you sales tax and all that. That's how they get you. But, for less than $20, it could have been done right. The sheetrock screws in there. That's just silly. Okay, the refrigerator makes ice. This refrigerator will be on the scope of this inspection, but this door just swings wide open. The water looks real good. You might have to forgive me for that. You just might. Alright. This microwave, I'm going to run it. I haven't run it yet, to be honest. This is not a countertop microwave. Excuse me, that's not a built-in microwave. This is just a countertop microwave. This is not a real estate improvement. This is beyond the scope of this inspection. But there it is. And then this is the oven. It's a gas range. We've got bake, we've got broil, we've got self-cleaning. It doesn't have convection. It's okay. Everything came on. I'm not going to turn it on again. Why? Because when I took the screens off, these dirty screens for this vent hood that goes outside, half a bird nest fell out. There's a bird nest in there. And earlier you could hear them. I felt kind of sorry for them. I thought I might have heard them because I did run the fan. And the fan works. Alright. The light doesn't work. This is kind of an interesting, this is called planning ahead. I don't even know. I mean, the cord just kind of like snakes out from behind there and goes onto that. It's kind of weird. Now the oven does have an anti-tip device. The oven does have an anti-tip device. People keep calling me. I'll keep answering. So, was I in the second bathroom? We did this already? Yeah, we did. That's the chip commode. It's hard for me to keep up with me. I'm a pretty fast guy. Alright. Coming down here. This is the downstairs first floor guest bathroom. It's the first bathroom I found. I mean, there's the front door. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Coming on along. Got the doors open and everything, so I can come in here and look and show you that there's not an escutcheon plate. That was important back in the day. Now I gotta go up to the master bedroom and do that one. Alright. We got any more lights in here than this? I got one switch. I got 3 lights. I want to get one light going. What's that about? Can you tell me what that's about? Okay, in the master bathtub, the overflow drain is missing. No hot water again. Commode flushes, everything's fine. This drain stopper's loose. This drain stopper's loose. And that is really the plumbing and appliances. Because I got a different video for the overhead door. And this home does not have a lawn sprinkler system that I'm aware of. So that really, from top to bottom, that was the plumbing and appliance.